everyone, it's Strangled Egg, and I'm back, and I'm bringing you guys another video to do with, again, air controls, and specifically simulator controls. And these have been the ones I've been working on mostly throughout my, I guess, little YouTube vacation. Yeah, I've been doing a lot. I've been working. I can finally drive now. I've had 4 teeth taken out for my braces, so I've had to work on correcting my own speech patterns so I don't have a lisp, but it might come around occasionally through the video. So again, apologies for that. But yeah, it's been taking me a while, but I've been playing the game still, and I'm going to be doing a new format of video where instead of talking throughout my whole showings of these controls, it will just be me going through them, some background music, and yeah. But before we get into all of that, I just want to point out a few things. Is that when going into a combination or like a binding where it has a repeating keybind, it will say add or replace, and always add, because anything you need to replace or shouldn't be there will not be there in the video. So yeah, again, just add everything, and we're only going to be covering aircraft and common. So yeah, with this video, it might be sped up. I'm not too sure. I'm going to see. I mean, this is before editing, so it might not be sped up. But if it is sped up, then I should as well include another part of the video later on, which will be a guide towards the controls, since they're very different to my previous simulator controls, and as well as I think they're more dynamic would be the word. But either way, that's it. I'll just get straight onto the video. Okay, that should be the end of the first part of aircraft. Make sure all of this was on full reel controls as well. If you don't have these manual engine controls and the trimming and all that kind of stuff, then again, you'll be on realistic or mouse aim or something like that. Make sure you're on full reel controls for everything. I should have said that in the beginning, but hopefully, again, this wasn't too long. And a lot of you have already gotten that. But yeah, just again, pause through the video so you can see each section. It's just a way to make the video easier to edit, as well as quicker to digest as well. And yeah, on to common. And that should be it. There you go. Hopefully, either that will look really janky because I haven't sped it up, or if it's sped up, then should be okay. Hopefully, not too quick. If it is too quick, again, I can re-upload the video. Just let me know in the comments, and then yeah. But for now, we're going to focus on getting into a test flight and then showing you the controls. Okay, so we're in the test flight, and I'm going to show you my guys' startup procedure. So in the cockpit, the main differences are your camera control. I mean, again, it's I was going to say dynamic again, but it's what's the word for it? It doesn't click back, and it's more smooth. I can't remember what the actual mode is called, but Either way, I prefer this much more for sim because you can just kind of let go and you can keep it facing wherever you want. And then if you don't want to be facing there anymore, then you just press R3 and then there you go, you're back. Now, the more camera controls is your FOV. So if you hold L2 and then down on the D-pad, you can increase it, and then up on the D-pad, kind of zooms you in. But yeah, so there you go. So it's fully decreased, and that's why I like it. And then to bring my seat forward, I'll press circle and then up on the D-pad, and there you go. Yeah, we're going to close the cockpit by holding circle and then pressing left on the D-pad. So we should have that ready. And then to use my multifunction display here, it's circle and then left on the D-pad. There you go. Not D-pad, left on the touchpad. That'll basically be for all your multi-function displays. It'll be circle and then left or right or down on the D-pad. And then to have your dual engine control, it is circle and up on the touchpad. I keep saying D-pad, sorry, it's touchpad. So yeah, your touchpad controls your multifunction displays and your manual engine control. So yeah, you have differential thrust, and I think also another thing is your wing sweep. So if you hold L3 and then swipe right on the D-pad, we've got semi-auto now, and then to bring it forward is L3 and then triangle, and then to bring it backwards it's L3 and X, and you just have to hold down L3. However, there's an alternate version of this where I swap L3 for L2, and so that way our thrust, our throttle is not L2 and triangle and X, it will be L3 and triangle and X, and then obviously taking its place will be the wing sweep. It's much better for like dogfights, or at least it can be. If you just want that little edge, then it's just a bit quicker. And then for VTOL as well, for the Ac-141, it's great for that. I have it for even my RB controls as well, to just pull off better maneuvers if I'm wanting to do some aerobatics. And yeah, it's great. But we've got the engine started because we blipped the throttle. So we'll just keep it on brake, and then we're gonna go on manual. Oh no, auto. Sorry. So we're gonna wait for our wings to come out, and then I'll show you how to use the flaps. We've only got AIM-9s with us, but to switch, if you have AIM-9s and AIM-7s, it will be square and L2, and that'll switch your main armament. For firing both, it'll be L2 and then not triangle, L2 and R2 together. But you hold L2 first, and then you press R2. Otherwise, you're going to fire your guns as well, which you don't really want. But yeah, so there you go. Our wings are fully out, and then to use our flaps, it's L2 and then down on the D-pads to kind of bring it down, and then up on the D-pad to bring it up. So we're going to want it to be takeoff. There you go. And yeah, let's just get this thing out on the way. Air brake is circle and L3. I'm not going to give you an example right now as I'm taking off. Gear up is square and up on the D-pad. I'm going to bring my... There you go, it's raised. Just making sure. Yeah, there you go. So another thing is radar. No, sorry, we're going to go to IR missiles first. So to spool up your missile, it will be square and R1. There you go, you can hear it. And then obviously if you get a lock, it's L2 and R2. To lock on with your radar, it's L1 and R1 together at the same time. And again, radar should be the usual control as it was beforehand, which is just your regular touchpad. So if I want to increase the range, it's right on the D-pad. If I want to... oh, there's no IR version of this. There's no infrared search and track. So up on the D-pad will change... Yeah, there you go. That setting. I don't know what it's called, but you know it if you know it. And then to change actual mode, it'll be L3 and then square. So there you go, you got all your different modes, which is great. What else? I think that is it for the most part. Nothing else really to say about it. I mean, to eject, it's square and circle. So you're kind of going hands off and just using those at the same time. But again, that's usually how it is in real life, because you have to take your hands off of like the throttle and all that type of stuff just to eject. So just made the most sense to me. There was something else I was going to say, but I've forgotten what it was. Either way, doesn't really matter. Again, this is basically it. So as long as if you're doing CAS, then of course you have to go further in depth into the controls yourselves and figure it out. Because I don't do CAS. I've set it up for it, and I have done the testing myself, so it does work, and it is very comfortable. I forget what the controls are because I don't play it like that. So yeah, but either way, oh yeah, to change your to change into like your little whatever multifunction display, you press square and then X, and then that should give you. There you go. It should be into it. That's really annoying me though, because there was something else I was going to say, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, to jettison weapons as well, it's square and then down the D-pad. I have no external fuel tanks, but if I... sorry. No, to jettison your external fuel tanks, it's square and down D-pad. To jettison your weapons, it's square and left on D-pad. There you go. Man, it's been so long since I played with my sim controls, it's insane. And those are universal to all my controls as well, so maybe I just haven't done that in a while. But yeah, no, so to stop this video from going for too long, that is basically everything you'll need to know about the startup process and everything you have access to. But yeah, other than that, I really hope you enjoyed the video. It took me a little bit to get out there. It took quite a while to actually set this all up, but I'm like really happy with these controls. Again, like I always say, I feel like these are again gonna do you for ages. But you know, there may be something in the future that I might just change and then feel it's justified for another video, and then I'll have the same excuse then. But either way, I'm hoping you guys are all right. Again, I'll try and get this video out as soon as possible, and once it is out, of course, you'll be talking to me. I'm hoping you guys are doing well, and just tell me in the comments whether you like this format of just speeding the video up a little bit and then not talking myself. If it's too quick though, I'll change it back to how I used to do it, which is talking through it the whole time. But either way, again, hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.